Hello and welcome back to Grow Your Damn Podcast, your go-to resource for mastering the art of podcasting. I'm your host, Mitch McGarry, and today we're going to talk about tips for sticking to your content calendar. So now that you have your content calendar, how do you stick to it? Here are some tips to help you stay on track. Tip number 1, set realistic goals. Be realistic about what you can achieve. It's better to start with a manageable schedule and then gradually increase frequency than to overcommit and risk burnout. Tip number 2 is to batch record episodes. This is something that I am very, very passionate about, is having multiple episodes recorded in advance to allow you time to be more creative. Batch recording can save you a lot of time and stress, so set aside specific days to record multiple episodes in one go. This way you'll always have content ready to go, even if unexpected events come up. This allows you to take time for vacation and take time for yourself. All right, step number 3 is to use reminders and deadlines. Use reminders and deadlines to keep yourself accountable. Set up notifications to remind you of upcoming recording sessions and publishing dates, and treat your podcast schedule as seriously as any other professional commitment. Having that accountability really helps stay on track and have professional, time-sensitive content coming out as it should. Tip number 4 is to involve your audience. Engage your audience in your content planning. Ask them for their input on topics they'd like to hear, or invite them to submit questions for upcoming episodes. This not only helps you generate content ideas, but also fosters a sense of community. And this also allows you to know what your audience is interested in, instead of just you coming up with content that may or may not vibe with the people that are listening. Tip number 5 is to review and adjust regularly. Assess what's working well and what's not, and be open to making changes. Flexibility and continuous improvement are key to maintaining a successful podcast. Let's talk real quick about tools and resources for content planning. Here's a few that I would recommend. Google Calendar is free, and it's great for a straightforward scheduling tool. It also integrates with other Google services. So if you use Google Chat for your conference calls or remote podcast sessions, those two are integrated very well. Trello is excellent for visual planners who like using boards, lists, and cards. It is a very good way to check off tasks and know that the work is getting done. The next one is Asana. I have not used Asana personally, but I do know from feedback that it is good for teams, and it's good for offering task assignments, deadlines, and project tracking. And the last one, I've not used this one either, but Airtable is a combination of the simplicity of a spreadsheet with the functionality of a database. So it's ideal for detailed content planning. Find which one of those works best for you. It may take some trial and error, and they all probably offer, the paid ones probably offer some sort of a free trial. It's worth checking into because it might be something that can help you with your content planning. Thank you for tuning in to Grow Your Damn Podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, please hit subscribe, leave a review, and share it with fellow podcasters to help them get better and grow their audience. Join us next time as we explore more tips and strategies to elevate your podcasting game. And if you're interested in full podcast production, social media management, and strategic content planning, visit growyourdamnpodcast.com to find out more.